Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Vibes with Shadi TV, and I am your host, Shadi. And guys, we bring you great vibes. We bring you all the vibes happening in Ghana, all around the world, and we are back again with another video. And guess what? I have here with me one of the great people of Umat. When I say great people of Umat, the people with a political background, great political background, the president. And I have here with me the vice president of Gold Refinery Hall. Gold Refinery Hall is one of the biggest halls on Umat campus. And I'm going to have a chit chat with this big guy. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. I'm going to have a very short chit chat with our vice president. And we get to know the plans they have for the people of Gold Refinery Hall, the people of Umat, and at least we learn something from his journey, his political background in journey. So, I have here with me, I would be very glad if he introduced himself, but he's a honorable. So, I have here with me.
All right, so I'll go by the name NS Eugene Ampoma.
All right, so NS Eugene Ampoma is Gold Hall Refinery Vice President. Sorry, I should have used the word honorable. Honorable, I'm sorry. Honorable, I'm sorry.
No problem.
All right. So, honorable, how are you, honorable?
I'm feeling good.
Everything is fine.
Yes, I'm good.
My first question is, how do you feel about the position? I mean, how do you feel being the vice president of this big hall, like Gold Refinery Hall? How do you feel?
Car, so it's I feel like it's an opportunity for me to explore, learn, and then capitalize on my political career, everything. So I think
Myself, I can see how you feel like, feel happy for your body.
Oh.
Like, I saw when you're body new, I talking, Charlie. Position made though, and I was there. And I was there.
Well, being a president or a vice president or whosoever in any political, whether in a student politics or whatever organization you find yourself, when you get opportunity and you are being chosen, it comes with responsibility, and also it comes with some other kind of, some kind of aura. And then I believe we are going to add all of them together to achieve what we want to achieve.
All right. So I heard you saying aura. Hey, where are my aura boys? Charlie, your vice president is using aura. What's that? So they're coming with a heat and all that. Yeah, it's very nice. So did you expect that you guys, would win the election?
Okay, so how we plan the thing is like, it was what was planned. We really planned that, we are all student politicians. Let me say it that way. Let me use that way. We are all student politicians, and then we want to, the ideas and then what we also have in us, we want to also give back to the core, and then going forward as a student or as a political personnel. So we started a journey by doing the normal student politics that we do on campus and other stuff. So we at first the tension, the setbacks, and what people even will say to you that Charlie, the thing fall, but so we didn't give up.
Boys, no.
We didn't give up, and then we kept on with it.
Oh.
We kept on with it, nothing. At the end, we were able to,
Okay, so you believed it, right?
Yeah, we
so
believed it.
You guys, before you were coming now, you knew say Abania Ferry, like Fala Kra, what you say?
Oh, we didn't say Abana Yafa, at first we knew that we may win. And
hey, Charlie, the confidence was him. Hey, the way you said the answer, your confidence, the news will be. But
it's not like our confidence. We had the confidence that we are going to win the election, though. But then you see the kind of people that we are contesting with, those people, they are tough guys, you see.
They were tough guys.
Yeah, they are tough guys.
Okay.
And so we're a little bit, that kind of, but it wasn't, it's not because of them that we were sick, because, in politics, we need to get numbers, right?
Yeah.
It's numbers, we deal with numbers, because you have a lot of numbers on your side. That's when you're going to win, right?
Yeah.
You can't just say, we can have all the ideas, what it takes to become a president, or so, any, whosoever in a political field, or maybe a leadership field, but you don't have the numbers on your side. I don't think you are going to achieve what you want to achieve.
Okay. So you said numbers. You felt like these people had the numbers. The people you're contesting with had the numbers.
Yes.
So you guys were afraid.
No, we weren't afraid at all.
Are you
we also have the numbers. We also have the numbers. But then you see, we cannot say that theirs is more than us or ours is more than them, unless on the day of voting, right? So we all campaign as we do Boris, right?
Yeah.
So they also campaign, we also campaign. So let's see what brings about, like, after we are done with the voting, right?
All right.
So it's not like we're afraid, like, because of the numbers maybe they are having, right? We also have the numbers, right? So it's up to us to get more than them, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's what we're working on.
Okay, so my next question is very fun, but I want to ask you.
No problem.
I mean, how was the feeling on the day of election? Pressure, like, were you afraid? I mean, how is that feeling? I want people to know how that feeling is.
During the election time, it was examination. So during the election, I was also having
a paper.
My paper. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Having the paper. So it's like, my mind, but I had a divided, because before that morning, I need to prepare for the paper.
Was that paper very tough? Was it a very tough paper or not that tough?
Italy, actually, because it be tough, but I would do the paper it wasn't really, because I know, because of the politics, I really prepared before, right?
Oh, okay.
Before, so, but at least you need to also prepare, because, and then a day and a night before the election, I also have a paper, and then election team is going to come on. So I was thinking, like, God, how am I going to date? I have divided attention. So when I woke up in the morning, I need to prepare. The people too was in the afternoon, right? So we need to come around, mobilize the people and other staff, and why others people are still learning. And Jolly, I was confused, but at the end, everything went successful.
So were you afraid on that day of election? Because your election was a yes or no election. So were you afraid? Because how you are saying you had it, because Master, that was because me I that, because your election was a yes or no election. You come to why it was a yes or no, a yes or no election, but you were kind of that kind. So why? Because
you see, in election, whether it being small or big, let me say it that way, the individuals who are contesting for that particular election, whether you have the numbers or not, on that day, the power is in the hand of those who are coming to vote, right? And then you don't know who is coming to vote for you, right?
Yeah.
So what you have to do is, definitely you are going to feel a little bit tense. No matter who you are going to feel a little bit. What if you are born like 4 or 5 times in an election? Definitely you are going to feel a little bit tense, but that shouldn't bring you down, right? That shouldn't bring you down. We just have to keep calm and then be assured that, at the end of the election, I'm going to win.
You win.
Yes.
All right. That is very nice. All right. So let's get to this point. Charlie, how come that because before the election,
okay,
we saw that there were other contestants, which you not long ago said they had the numbers, and all of a sudden you said, the election will be yes or no without anybody. Not even the general secretary, the financial secretary, only you. So, and even the yes or no wasn't that we are going to vote for the president yes or no, secretary yes or no, but it was only the presidential an election. So, I mean, how come? What happened? What actually happened?
Okay, so for education purpose, before you want to be a president or whatever in political, like in an organization or something, you need to purchase a form, right?
Yeah.
The form and other stuff. And we bought ours, right?
Yeah.
We bought ours, and I don't know what happened. That those who were contesting for other position or other portfolios,
Okay.
I don't know what happened that they were not able to pay a single penny. It was only one guy who paid like 1 cedi into the account,
One Ghana city.
which is which is insulting. Like why insult?
Disrespectful.
Right? It's very disrespectful. So
No. You finish. I want to ask you some question. They paid 1 Ghana cedis and
only one guy.
1 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Only one guy.
Yes.
And how much was the forms?
I think for the president was 1,200
1,200 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
So how come they got the forms? They failed, and even they went for vetting. Am I right? So how come?
All right. I can't really explain much about how come they had it, but all I know is they give them the forms, and then whoever gave them it is whoever gave the form, and then whoever should be blamed is the EC, because the EC, you are in charge of this
Everything. Next.
when it comes to election. So it's the EC who gave out the forms to them. Maybe the EC gave it out to them. Maybe they will pay later or something. But you see, we deal with constitution, and constitution. We are governed by constitution.
Yeah.
Organization or something. We deal with constitution. And then if the constitution said this and you did that, you are going to be expelled out.
So, Mr. Vice President,
Okay.
how did you get to know this whole? I mean, me word ben come on. This whole lungu thing, like this whole plan thing. How did you guys go to know? Say this people, secretary, financial, welfare, including the. How come did you guys go to know all this?
Okay, so we got to know through, when you buy the forms,
Okay.
the account that you paid, this one, the money inside, it need to reflect. You need to reflect in the horse account, right?
Okay.
So, and then after you've done everything, the SLCEC need to also audit you guys.
Okay. Yeah. It's true.
Whole EC about it. So when the auditing and everything was going on, and then they got to know that some people
Didn't pay.
yeah, those who were contesting for the other position, including the president, they didn't buy the forms, so they need to be expelled out from the election.
Okay, that is very nice. So, Mr. Vice President,
Okay,
do you guys felt like there was something going on? I mean, when during the election processes, did you guys feel like there was something going on like that?
yeah, we had a sensation because I think after the election and everything, because already we heard a lot about what is going on in the hall.
Okay.
And then those who we were contesting with the president and other aspirants, they were part of the then current administration.
Okay.
So we knew there's going to be something that they were doing, like
Something
there was something that they were doing that it wasn't clear. But then we really don't have the proof unless there has been an audit or something like that. So through the auditing and then reports they plan to do, and then somebody came out to
So how did you feel when they got expelled? I mean, from the election, and it was left with only you guys. Let me say, because the way I could rejoice, hey. But so, how did you feel, Mr. Vice President?
All right, so the feeling was amazing, and we were like, what we've prayed for that these people, not that we were praying that these people should be, expelled from the.
But at least
But
it was your prayer, Masa Masa.
yeah.
Every politician will pray that. I mean, oh, okay.
So it wasn't really but you see, it was just a thing that has happened. We can't do anything about it. So we just have to focus on our that we are going to go for unopposed, that we are going to vote for yes or no for us. So, and then even with the yes or no thing, it wasn't easy because of the kind of thing that we were hearing at the back and other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Was making it, some kind of these people. It's because they've really planned that they will never
let you guys win. Even with their own opposed crowd, they plan.
They plan.
Hey!
They're going to do everything.
Hey!
Everything they could. But
last one. Hey!
Alright, so they were trying to do everything that they could to stop us, but what God has planned.
Alright,
so that was how we ended up here.
All right, that is very nice. Let's talk about our freshers. I mean, Gold Refinery Hall is for freshers, right?
Yeah.
It's designated for freshers.
Okay.
So since you are the vice president of Gold Refinery Hall, what are some of the plans you guys are putting in place to make sure that the freshers come in, feels comfortable and all that? Since they've been hearing that Gold Hall is far from campus. So what are some of the things you plan for them to, make them feel like they are home? They are in the best hall on Umat campus.
All right, so I think when we were asking that question, you said Good Hall is for freshers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Good Hall is for freshers. It's all for anyone who has been in the hall before, and then also an affiliate who, when you came on Umat campus, if there was Good Hall that you were affiliated to, you were part of it. Even after completion, you are still part of the whole. You are not part of the whole. Sorry, you are not part of the whole after completion, but then you were once a member of the whole. So if you are on Umat campus, you are part of the whole.
Oh, Mr. Vice President, I was trying to say that can I book a room if I want to be as a continuing student, if I want to stay at Gold Hall? Will I be given the chance to stay at Gold Hall?
Okay, so per the constitution, both Refinery Hall, the resident people are for only left-handed.
Freshers.
So
that was what I was trying to say.
I was trying to explain it.
Myself in level 100, I was in Gold Refinery Hall, and I was a great guy there. I was the number one defender. They would have to play football there.
Alright, so
go and ask them. And I think Mr. Vice President, you saw me, right?
Yeah,
I was their defender.
Yeah.
I was playing giddy. And can you focus on Famiako? Ghana Black Stars or Famiako. All right. So what are some of the plans you have for the freshers?
Okay, so I think from the last semester, what we are preaching on is that go to Refinery Hall need a reset, right? We need to reset the hall. When I talk about reset, it's not like we are going to change everything in the hall, but then there are certain, mistakes, some deficiencies that were made by the previous administration, and then we don't want that thing to happen. And then we want to make sure that everybody will feel at home, especially when the level 100 arrive, they will feel at home. They will feel that at least they are also in the hall, and then they will feel that kind of vibe that the hall is going to give them. And then we want to also make sure that we are going to give our best as an administration for our tenure.
Okay. And then we 24 hours economy now, because they all can say reset need the queen. And I was there.
We match that be.
Hey, when you queen.
No.
Queen.
No, we are not going to do queen.
Hey, now can say reset that. Queen.
No, you are not going to do
Queen. Oh.
So
and I'm it is sport. It is sport. All right. I'm very glad that you are here. I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
On my last show, I was here with the IMC chairman.
Okay.
And I made a complaint to him that some freshers have been calling me that they got to go to Refinery Hall, but they've heard rumors that the place is far from campus. And so they want to pay 6,500 for 2 in a room. I mean, around campus. And I was like, Charlie, I was a good whole boy. You. And you know how I felt? The feeling you go get a Charlie was the feeling you go get. But I mean, since you are the vice president of the hall,
Okay.
I'll be very happy if you give them some of the advantages and some of the things they will gain. And I mean, tell them the true fact of how good the Refinery Hall is. Because the freshers, the continuing students, some of them are policing the freshers. Yeah.
All right. So please, freshers, don't be worried at all when you are assigned to go to Refinery Hall. You know, go to Refinery Hall is like we are like a family. Yeah. So those of us who have experienced go to Refinery Hall, they will always tell you that go to Refinery Hall is like a family, because when you are in go to Refinery Hall or when you are in their hall, that's when you get to know each and every one. We when I was in 200, 300, I wasn't at the hall though, but then I'm able to recognize each and every one that I was with when I was in the hall. So it's like a family. You get to interact, the kind of thing that they do there, because you are guys here, like you are only
You are one. It's like you are one. Because it's like you are the only people at the hall.
You are the only people at the hall.
People at the hall. So each and every blessed day, you see everybody. You get to know everybody.
Interact with a lot of your classmates.
Yeah.
And then you go to find one thing I want to say. The advantage is that, you know, some of you, because of you guys are staying together, and then go to find hall is only hall on campus that it contains only freshers.
Okay, yeah.
So let's say you have a coursemate. Let's say you are doing electrical engineering, and then you have a coursemate who's also doing electrical engineering. You can form a study group at the ball. I think at one time there were people that they even do online quizzes together. Some of them, they will come to my room, all the electrical boys, they will come to my room to come.
So the more we get the A+.
You see, that's how it was then. So I think go to Refinery Hall is going to really equip you with some kind of vibe.